Welcome to My Eyes, Our Journey. Here we'll be experiencing the journey of me as a curious woman who travels by herself for the first time and to places full of surprises, fun, learning, and most importantly, immersing into the culture of London and Stockholm. My journey began just after turning 21, catching a flight to Sydney and then Sydney to Singapore and finally to London. Walking around London, there was a sense of connection and familiarity, whether that was the old buildings, red buses, telephone booths, Hyde Park, Buckingham Palace, the London Bridge, the Cathedral, and national museums. But why was there such familiarity? It is the unique physical and human characteristics of the city, and London has those aspects to become a living culture. Culture can be understood as a pattern of beliefs, values, meanings, and customs shared by a group. And because of this, individuals can feel a sense of awareness and connection without the actual experience. But nevertheless, the experience was unique and surreal, from being part of the live broadcast of Julie, exploring the history of London through London Dungeon, watching the play Mamma Mia, visiting the Chelsea football stadium and looking at jerseys of famous soccer players such as David Beckham, Messi, and Ronaldo, walking on streets of Monopoly, and let's not forget, Mind the Gap. Yes, the tubes. It was something that I looked forward to, and it was just another unique experience. Theory on culture identifies how our lives are constructed around various realities, and we use consumption to experience these realities. And this is what the trip was about. Experience and understanding the culture by immersing ourselves in the given environment, especially visiting the Museum of Brands, Packaging and Advertising, which allowed me to uncover how we as consumers can also bend advertisement to fit our lives rather than feeling a pressure to conform to a specific ideological representation. As we know, marketing is part of our lives, and this museum helped me understood that the familiar brands, shapes and colours all meant something to me, and that is why I was able to connect through these brands and shape my own meaning. Stockholm, capital of Sweden, is a city of creators, innovators of design, fashion and technology is born here, but unlike other countries, it values the essence of life, where people are willing to pay up to 80% tax, where there is free education and health services, a place where both parents collectively receive 480 days of leave after birth or adoption. But most important factor of this that has contributed to this lifestyle and acceptance is the Jante law, also known as Jantelagen, which is an unwritten law that states you're not to think you are any special, nor smarter or good at anything. Also not to think anyone cares about you or you can teach us anything. But then how does this nation run? Well, it runs better than any other countries in the world, with only the population of 10 million people. People of Sweden have a superior perception of equality, social impact, and places family and personal life at greater importance. In fact, there is a higher degree of social conformity, and at a certain point, everyone will buy the same thing, whether it is the latest pet fashion. However, willingness to express ideas that deviate the norm is not appalling in fear of exclusion, and they do not aspire to stand out, but blend in. We Australians have aspirations of being rich and becoming something and want to be renowned. In Sweden, it is not all about making money, but to do something innovative and aspirational. In fact, schools have no prizes, as Swedes believe it's not about comparability. The land of the midnight sun did have a lot to offer in terms of sightseeing, food, especially in the variety of veg options at Macca's, and other cultural aspects. But here are the highlights. Gamla Stan, the Old Town, which is the largest and best preserved medieval city centre, the unique artwork at train stations, which were really impressive, the Royal Palace, Nobel, Vasa, and let's not forget the ABBA Museum. I met great people along the way, and in fact spent most of my time exploring around with new friends, both sharing and learning about each other as well as the environment around us. Hope you learned something through this journey from my perspective full of adventure. Thank you for watching.